TV. I'm Josh, and today we are working on the Big Chief, working on the AMC 360. So last time I worked on this motor, we were putting on the intake, and now we're to the point where we just got a bunch of little things that need to be attached to the motor, the accessories and whatnot, and a bunch of cleanup and painting. So today my goal is to knock off a few items off the punch list. So you guys should have a punch list of, you know, little items that you can do your rig in, you know, a short amount of time. So we're going to try to do oil pump install, clean up the pulleys, and paint them and install them. Let's see here, we'll do the motor mounts, valve covers, and oil pan. Might be a lofty goal today, but we'll see. So here's the items that we gotta clean up today. I just wiped down the intake with some thinner to prep it for paint. So I want to get the intake painted black while the valve covers are still on there, so I don't have to mask all that. And then we'll pull the valve covers off and paint them green. So let's get after it. And this intake looks pretty cool. I love those big old intake runners. So I think 2 coats would be good. And I might get in there and paint the lettering green, same as the valve covers. So got all the dirt and junk cleaned off of these, so now I will wipe off my table, wrap it with some paper, and then wipe them down with the thinner so we can paint those black. One thing that I think is important is your gasket surfaces. Don't want to paint those, so that's why I went ahead and masked those off. So I'll do the same thing on this oil pump cover. You can see where the oil pump gear is rode right there, and then oil filter goes there. So I'll make sure I tape up those surfaces because I want to make sure it has a good seal. And I think, you know, if the paint started chipping away or whatever, or started getting eaten away with the oil or whatever, it might be a place to leak. All right, all ready for the black. Here's another seal surface I wanted to mask. So that's where the harmonic balancer inserts in the front of the motor. There's a seal right there. Just want to make sure that that is not painted. So I don't know if I'll get both sides painted today or not. I feel like I could probably get away with flipping these over today and painting the front side. Same with the motor mounts. Like, if this surface right here gets a little dinged up, you're never going to see it because it's going to be in between, you know, the motor mount and the block. This will be between, you know, the pulley and the mounting surface. So probably could get away with flipping them. Maybe I'll set them on a paint cap or something. I don't know. All right, let's get painting. coat will do it on the back side. They were already black anyway, it's just kind of making them look a little nicer. So I think I'll go eat some lunch and then come out here, flip these over, and paint the front side. Alright, tack coat complete. So let that get all sticky. Got the first coat of black on the top side here. Oh man, it's coming together. Excited to get all this buttoned up. Alright, wait a few more minutes and get another coat on. Everything's painted, so everything's painted that I'm going to paint today anyway. So I think they all looks pretty good. So I'll let all that set up overnight, and in the morning we'll get it all bolted on. So then the motor will be sealed up completely. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, see you in the morning. Alright, so all stuff's nice and dry. I set the valve covers on. I think it looks pretty cool. Got a helper today. So she's practicing taking apart this little, I think it's a cruise control module. But she's going to help me, button up this motor a little bit today. So I think we'll start with, maybe we should start with the valve covers. So find my gaskets here. There we go.
What are those ropes for?
We'll start with the
Yeah, what are those ropes for?
ropes. These aren't ropes, they're cork gaskets. So we'll start with valve cover gaskets, that way I can flip the thing over and do the pan gasket without, the little bit of oil that's in there running all over the place. So how I like to do the cork gaskets, I like to use this high-tack, Permatex high-tack. So you paint it on the valve cover and the gasket, let it set for a few minutes, and then it's kind of like rubber contact cement. It gets nice and sticky, and then it allows your gasket to stay put, basically. I don't do it on the head surface for two reasons. One, it's not necessary for the cork gasket to seal. And number two, when you do have to change your valve cover gaskets, it's easier to scrape the valve cover than it is the head. You don't have to get a bunch of junk in there. Oh, we leave that one in there. That had a nut on there. Yeah, so you need to pull these screws. and then this top comes off.
Okay. I'll do that. What is that for?
It's kind of like glue.
I know everything about space. But yeah, there's an ice planet, and then Earth, and 7 about rocks, and ice.
So I always put the high tack on the metal part first, so on the valve cover instead of the gasket, because since the metal is cold, it takes a little bit longer to tack up, and on the cork it kind of soaks in a little bit and tacks up real quick. So you don't want to do your cork first because it'll pretty much dry before you're ready to attach the gasket onto your valve cover. What's up?
I cannot put this nail out.
It's a screw, remember?
Dad, can you help me though?
I can't right now. Remember, I got the gasket sealant on here. I'll have you help me put the bolts in the valve cover. Alright, I'm gonna check them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on mine.
Okay, good job. Thank you.
I'm hammering it on there so it can be steady.
The thing I'm gonna do while motor's out is change out this rear main seal. So gotta pop this rear main cap off, and it's a 2-piece seal. So I should be able to use a screwdriver or a punch and kind of pop that other one around. So I'll show you when I get this rear main cap off. Okay, so I just pulled this cap off, and you know the saying, ignorance is bliss. I wish I wouldn't have seen this because now I don't know what to do. Like, that bearing is obviously junk. This motor sounded good on the floor, but it was open, you know, open manifolds, open headers, whatever you want to call it. So it was loud. I guess I'm gonna pull a couple more caps off and see how bad it is. I really didn't want to go down this road of bearings and all that junk. So I'll pull a couple more caps off, and then what do you guys think I should do? I kind of want to just run it because it's supposed to be kind of a budget build. And so we'll see. Let me get a couple more caps off.
But they're in outer space. And I have one just like that.
What do you think, guys?
Daddy?
There's like literally grooves and stuff in that. Alright, can you see that? What do you think, guys? I mean, there's obviously like grooves in it. Better light. That one. It's like gouged. Because you can see it doesn't follow all the way through. It's not like it's in a oil passageway.
Dad, am I doing the right way?
Maybe it is. But if it is, it's totally wore out where it's not getting oil on that side. Should I pull a rod bearing and see what that looks like? Thinking I should have done this before I bolted the heads on. Dang it!
I'm gonna keep it in here. I'm gonna show Mom. Oh. That's why I'm trying to do it.
What do you think of those?
What do you need it for?
I'll shine it right here. Back it up a little bit, right there. Oh, what is that? Okay.
What is it?
Oh, careful.
Well, can I see that? And I want to see.
Okay, shine it there again. Okay, the circles there.
That circle?
So make sure I didn't put it on there backwards. I almost did.
I was trying to work on something else.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Alright guys, what do we do? I guess I'll pull the rest of the, or maybe a couple more rod bearings, see what they look like. But I'm thinking might need to change out those main bearings. Really wasn't wanting to do that, but I don't know.
Dad?
Guess I just run some thick oil, but then I'm kind of defeating the purpose of, you know, freshening this thing up. So definitely be easier to change them out now than under the Jeep. But this is supposed to be just kind of a temporary build to see if I like the AMC setup. Hang on a second, please. But two of the 5 bearings look like that. I haven't pulled the other ones off. I'll wait for a few comments before I go and buy some bearings, but guess I'll get this video posted next because I need your help. Got some stuff painted, got the valve covers on, discovered a little issue, so I think I'm gonna call it right there. So if you want to support the channel, we've got merch on Teespring. Link is in the description below. You can also shop on Amazon via any of the links in the description below. Got a lot of the different tools that we use here on the channel. You can become a Patreon, and then definitely like, share, and subscribe these videos. Trying to hit that 1,000. Putting together that giveaway for that 500 subscriber mark that we hit in December. So should have a little more details on that shortly. But I've only got one person that has commented on the video that this giveaway is taking place. So far, Chris, he might be getting a new t-shirt. Anyway, so I will link that video right here. You should go check it out. Kind of talks about the giveaway. Working on the punch list. Yes, little girl.
I can get one of these nails out.
There's screws, remember?
See?
Oh, that big one in there?
No, not that big one. A small one. Right in the
Oh, right there. Okay, you gotta push really hard when you turn.
Yeah, I was and it didn't work.
Okay, I'll help you in just a minute.
Okay. I'm trying to figure it out.
All right, so that's it for this episode. Wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. We'll see you next time.